summer within hours.
Well, in a big way it will be too. We're talking heat and humidity both. Tomorrow, we will start off warmer than we have the last few days. There you go. We're talking temperatures mid-50s, getting things going. Partly sunny at that point. Near 70 at lunchtime. It's a cloud-sun mix, and on our way to highs tomorrow, that'll be pushing 80 in a lot of places. By the way, going back to the Salvation Army story there real quick, during that ceremony today, the majors, Tom and Susan Heinzman, they're going to be leaving Lexington after doing some terrific work here. But they were both presented keys to the city, which is a rare honor for folks out in Lexington. So again, to Majors Tom and Susan, thank you for everything you've done for the Salvation Army. All righty. Let's talk about our weather, and with that, you are talking about a normal May day tomorrow, or pretty close to it. Today we were a little shy of normal. Tomorrow will be a little bit above normal, which sets the stage for the latter part of the weekend beyond. Say hello to summer. Heat and humidity with temperatures running about 10 degrees above normal, and it actually gets muggy. In the 8-day, even with the mugginess, there's not going to be a lot of rain around. We get into the weekend, we're getting to summertime patterns. Pop-up thunderstorms are going to be a possibility, but they will be really few and far between. So most of us just get to enjoy a summer weekend as summer is beginning to build in. Now, over the last few months, what's been happening is heat has been building to the south, increasing sun angle as we move into the spring season. Also longer daylight hours, so we get more solar energy to work with. To the north, winter's still trying to hold on. In between, there's this thing we call a jet stream. That is the boundary between the warm and the cold. Now, when it's in a zonal pattern, summer just kind of eases in. We'll see rain every few days as low pressures travel along that zonal jet stream, but everything kind of stays in hand. Nothing gets overly out of control. That's when summer kind of eases in. Well, what we've got happening here over the next few days is kind of the opposite of that. It's called a meridional change. What happens then is we have our same jet stream here, the same idea of the heat building from the south, but instead of nice, easy transitions, it becomes more extreme. What happens? The cold air dumps down into the western part of the continent. Well, for everything that goes down, something's got to go up. Weather always maintains a balance. You get big temperature swings either side of the jet stream. Those big swings allow strong storms to develop for the folks who do get rain. But under this building ridge, what happens is we start getting into a dry pattern, and if we were to expand that out even farther, this whole thing would look like the big Greek letter omega, and it's a stable weather pattern. But for us being under the jet stream, the building heat, summer surges in instead of just kind of easing in. And you see it here on the temperature display. There is your ridge. Tomorrow temperatures right around 80. The dark reds that you see there, that does indicate temperatures in the 80s all the way into the weekend and beyond. Heat is ongoing for us. Meanwhile, the cold is out in the western part of the continent. Nice night. We have a waxing gibbous moon out there. It's 57 degrees at the Bluegrass Airport. There is no wind to speak of after that high today that did hit 70. You look around, most of us running low in mid-50s here at the 11 o'clock hour, though two exceptions with Moorhead and Monticello hanging in the 60s. MaxTrack Live Doppler, a quiet scene. High pressure is exiting off to the east. Dying area of low pressure around Memphis. What happens? We see some fog development as we go toward morning. That'll burn off, turns into a pretty good looking day. We've got a warm front that is going to be passing by. That is the boundary between the cooler high that is exiting and summertime heat that'll build in then as we go on into Friday and beyond. Main storm track will end up being to our north, so we'll watch those systems pass by, and we just get set to sweat a little bit more. Partly to mostly cloudy, milder, patchy fog toward morning will be in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny. It is getting warmer, but a nice afternoon into the upper 70s, pushing 80. We push past 80 on Friday and going into the weekend. Lakeside Live begins this week, by the way. Look at the weekend. Heat and humidity, and election day looks dry.